What's up, tribe? How you guys doing today? First off, I want to say go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I hope you like this video. Second of all, I just want to make sure that everybody knows there will be a meet and greet next Thursday, August the 9th, 2018, with James Caldwell and myself at Busboys and Poets in DC. If you need more information, I will put it in the description box. All right. Also, you can always email myself or James. James's email is spillitboy@gmail.com, and mine is rbthepodcast@gmail.com. All right. Got that out the way. So now y'all know I'm behind. I'm still catching up, but I'm getting there. I know I keep saying I'm getting there, but then I keep forgetting. Oh yeah, that video. Oh yeah, that video. And then of course, stuff's still going on in the meantime and in between time. So anyway, here we go. This is Love and Hip Hop, season 4, episode 10. The season finale was last night, and so I'll do both of them today. So this was the next to the last episode, and so we start off. We see they are still at their Dame's the movie premiere. Remember, last episode ended with Pep wanting to talk to him about Boogie, but she stops herself because she realizes, you know what, this just ain't the time or the place to do it. And so she jokes with him a little bit about, why you ain't calling me to be in the movie? I can do a little acting. And I think that broke the ice a little bit because Dame walked in with an attitude, Pep had an attitude, and I think that sort of broke it up, and that, that they was cool and they could kind of laugh a little bit or whatever. Dame is dealing with a son who has an addiction, and at the end of the day, we want to find somebody to blame, and he blamed Pep. That scene that they keep going back to, it wasn't a good look. When the thing people need to understand is, if you offer somebody, especially if you offer somebody an alcoholic beverage or something like that, and they say no, just accept the no. You don't know why people are turning it down. People may be turning it down. It may not even always be something as serious as an addiction. It could just be, maybe they take medication and they're not supposed to drink alcohol. Maybe, they're fasting or something. Like, you don't know what people's reasons are. So if you offer somebody something and they say no, just accept the no. And so what we see in the clip is Pep saying, oh, come on, just one drink. It's not going to hurt nothing. It's okay. It's cool. And that's where Dame kind of was like, once he took that drink from you, he was back off. He fell off the wagon. And from that point on, it was a spiraling. But at the end of the day, if it hadn't been that party and Pep, it would have been something else. He wasn't ready to be sober. Like, he wasn't ready. Anyway, so that worked out. And he gives a nice little speech about basically creating generational wealth for his family. He was like, this movie is about what I did coming up. Basically, it's a gangster movie, and him selling drugs and out there in the streets. And he was like, I wanted to create an environment for my family so they didn't have to do that. And he was basically, talking about, look, this is what we need to start doing. We need to start doing more of these things and creating these types of opportunities for our children, so that they don't have to make the same mistakes we made or going to do the same things that we did. And that's a valid point. And, much respect. My eye, I don't know, something got in my eye. It keeps watering. Been watering for like 2 days. So yeah. So that was great. The movie, they keep saying the movie was good. I believe it's going to probably be an independent release, probably straight to DVD. I don't know if he has that type of distribution deal. However, it'll probably be on Netflix or something like that. I'm gonna check it out when it come out. I forgot the name of it, but I'm sure y'all can Google it. Then we see Romeo and his friends talking. It was a nothing scene because he's doing that same bullshit with the Angela TT thing. He compared Angela and TT to the Twilight series, Team Vampire, Team Werewolf. What was their name? Edward and the other boy. And he talking about Angela is this and TT's that, but you're not gonna be with either one of them. I think you really truly probably would like to get with Angela, but Angela ain't really trying to get with you. We're gonna see that in the season finale. Where Angela said she ready to be in a relationship, but when you put it on the table to her, she was like, "Nah, I'm just not ready." So she ready, she just ain't ready with you, and it is what it is. TT, you don't want TT like that. So all of this was just something for the storyline that just ain't. It just ain't. Then we see, I should have ran to the store. Y'all, it's been raining. I don't know where y'all live, but it has been raining every day. And so, like,
It was all sunny a few minutes ago, but now it's starting to get overcast, and I'm like, shit, I should have ran to the store and did the videos when I got back. But it is what it is. As you can see, I just got my hair done, so I ain't gonna be out there in no rain. We're not doing that today. So whatever, if I don't make it to the store, I just don't make it to the store because I'm not going out in the rain with my brand new hairdo. Anyway, that was a sidebar. Let me get back here. We back here. So, and that, I mean, that's just a nothing scene. They talking about they're gonna go to Vegas to Christinia's wedding. I mean, oh Lord, wedding to Christinia's party. And that's just that. Again, they doing the whole TT thing. Ain't nobody worried about that. They talking about the expansion that they're doing at Master P's house, which hey, I ain't mad at you. If you need to build another garage because you got that many cars, hey, who am I to be mad about that, right? Anyway, then we see Egypt with Kendall. I like Kendall, I do. They're using Kendall's. They're talking or whatever. Kendall and Egypt are closer in age, so they've actually hit it off and have been hanging out and doing some stuff or whatever. And through the conversation, Egypt is getting frustrated and, with the whole Sam thing. And Kendall was telling her, I had that same problem when me and my husband hooked up. Everybody thought I was too young. They didn't respect what I was doing. They didn't trust me that I knew what I was doing. And me and him just went and eloped. And I was like, oh, shit. Then she go putting thoughts up in Egypt's head, talking about she went and eloped with her man. And then she goes on to talk about how her mother was her manager and how now her husband is her manager. And I was like, here we go. Because, Pep is Egypt's momager. I was like, this about to be real ugly. This ain't gonna be a good look. But so they talking, and it was a good scene with them. But I just feel like that she was putting some ideas in Egypt's head about eloping and all of that. Then we see Eazy-E and JoJo have a scene, and basically they talking about settling down. JoJo is saying how he loves his girlfriend, he wants to settle down with her, but he's just waiting for things. I don't know what he's waiting for. I don't know if I've said this before, but I think I've said this before. My mother told me long time ago, she was like, if you waiting for things to be perfect, it's never gonna be a perfect time. You're never gonna have enough money. You're never gonna have enough or whatever. But if you love each other and y'all it's time. Let's do it. And JoJo seems like he's starting to inch closer and closer to that. But he said that but then his girlfriend calls and she's frustrated that he's in LA, and she's like, look, I don't like the fact that you're away from us, and I don't like, so you see that there's a conflict there. Now, Eazy-E's son got like 20 kids. And he talking about something he like his daddy. Didn't you see how your daddy ended up? And I don't mean no disrespect, but did you not learn that lesson? I mean, having a bunch of kids ain't about being able to take care of them. Lord. Anyway, so there was that scene. Then we see Angela. Yeah, he got 6 kids, about 4 baby mamas. Eazy-E's son. That's ridiculous. I'm sorry. That's ridiculous. Then we see Angela talking to Pep. And basically their scene was about Angela saying, you were a single mother, you did it, while you were touring and all that. And it's a lot on me. And, sometimes I just don't know if I can get it done. And it sounds like she's ready to be married. But she was saying that Damon Jr., no, she doesn't date Damon Jr. She dates one of his sons, but what's his name? I can't remember his name. But Michael. Is it Michael? Anyway, she dates one of the Wayans. And they've been together forever. And she said, he just wants to, get his career where he wants it. And basically that same conversation. And Pep told her, she was like, look, if you wait for perfection, that ain't going to happen. Y'all need to just go ahead and do it. Like, their daughter about to be in school. You know what I mean? If you don't know that this is who you want to be with by now, then y'all got bigger problems than him waiting for his career to be on point. So, but it was a quick little scene, and Pep and her drink, girl. Pep is a mess. She is just such a mess. The JoJo's back in New York, and he's with his mom and his daughter, and they're having the same conversation about the whole marriage thing. And their mom is just like, look, I want y'all to be married. Like, all of y'all have children, and ain't none of y'all married. And she wasn't saying it in a judging way. Like, she wasn't judging him. But she was just saying it like, I just want y'all, like, y'all are with great people. It's not like y'all are not out with the people other than Angela. But she was like, I just want you guys to go ahead and be happy. Like, go ahead and do it. So there was that. I mean, it was just a lot about the marriage conversation. And JoJo sounds like he close. He sounds like he about to go buy a ring. So we're gonna see how that work out. Sam in Egypt. So Pep finally gets to hear the song that's supposed to be Egypt's song, but it's really Sam's song that Egypt sing like the hook on. And of course, Pep is not happy. Pep is like, "Where's my, where's my daughter in this song? It's supposed to be my daughter's song. It's supposed to be for her album, but this is not something I will put on her album because this is not her." And I'm not really understanding that this what y'all been working on all this time, and this is the product. So, the sky's about to open up. Damn, I should have ran to the store. And Pep is not happy about it. You know, she doesn't really go all the way off, but she makes it very clear that she's not happy with the product and that that's not something she would put on Egypt's album. Like, that's not a Egypt song, you know. And she was saying how she, you know, she got some things that she got lined up for Egypt to take care of it. Then she goes running to the studio to her bodyguard, who is also a rapper, and he in the studio rapping on the song that she already know the lyrics to. Now, I done said it, I think, at least 3 times throughout this season. Y'all know that's the dude that the wife done put Pepper on blast talking about some they having an affair. Now, even if they hadn't put that out there, I would be like, Pep messing with this dude. Because he done been in too many scenes. And my thing is, all these celebrities got bodyguards, but they ain't a part of the storyline. Anyway. But she go to telling him how upset she is and how she ain't happy about the song with Sam and that whole, you know, that whole rigmarole or whatever. So then I was going to go to the grocery store, y'all. I needed some stuff for the house. I'm so frustrated now. I should have just sat around here doing nothing. Anyway. So we see Vanessa talking to her mother. And again, it's the same conversation. And that's where her mother, that's actually the point where her mother said that she feels like she hopes that it wasn't the fact that they grew up in a divorced situation that they're scared to get married. You know, she was like, you know, me and your dad didn't work out, but I don't want y'all. Ooh, it is pouring down raining. I'm sorry, y'all. But I don't want y'all to not to not want to get married and not take a chance on love because of what happened with me and your dad. And then she was like, you know, all of y'all have children and none of y'all are married, and I don't. And again, she wasn't saying it in a judging way. She was just like, that makes me sad because I feel like y'all are all afraid to just make that next step. And you don't have to be scared. Like, you don't have to be afraid of love. You know, like, nothing's perfect. It may not work out, but that doesn't mean that you can't try, right? All right, so I'm done with that. I'm not talking about that no more. Pep finally gets a chance to sit down and talk to Boogie, and she apologized to Boogie, and Boogie tells her, look, you're good. Like, you didn't do anything that wouldn't have happened anyway. It just so happened that it happened at your house at that moment, but it would have happened eventually somewhere else, some other moment. Which, again, we are, like I already said that. When an addict is an addict is an addict. If they want to get high, they're going to get high. Like, that's it. If they want to, if they want to drink, they're going to drink. So him being at the party with a bunch of alcohol could have very easily have been the same trigger. And that's why he keeps saying that he don't want to be around his dad, because he's like, my father is a trigger for me, and I know that, so I cannot be around my father. Right now, I'm not strong enough to be around my father because I know my father is a trigger. I know alcoholics who are bartenders. You know what I mean? They're sober, but being around the alcohol doesn't bother them because they're at that point in their recovery. And then there's other people who, they can't have it in their house. They can't have it around them, all of that. So it's all about your process and where you are in your process. So anyway, we see Brianna and Eazy-E, they have Eazy-E's son. They just have a situation where they just basically flirting with each other. She getting drunk, eating oysters, talking about she horny. They probably left there after shooting the scene and went and reminisced on some old times. But it really was a nothing scene. Like, it really wasn't a whole lot with it. She tells him that she kind of feeling Boogie, but that's really about it.
It was a nothing scene for me, at least. Unless they're going to really show the two of them hook up and move into something and really expand into something. All right, so here's the big situation. We see Sam, Pep, and Egypt at the photo shoot. Remember, she had this bikini line that she was doing. That Pep hooked up with her. You know that she's gonna be modeling the bikinis, and Pep was a little late getting there, and Sam takes over the photo shoot. He telling the photographer where to stand, how to angle the camera. He telling her what positions to get in, you know, how to pose, what looks good, what doesn't look good. And I mean, he is totally controlling everything. And she talking about some, well, he is you know, he's a photographer and he's a director and he's this. And he talking about some, yeah, I do all her Instagram, you know, pictures. If you see all the pictures on her Instagram, yeah, that's me. That don't make you a professional photographer no more than it makes them Instagram models professional models. It don't make you, Sam. That don't make you a professional. You telling the professional photographer what to do, and you telling her how to stand. So when Pep gets there, you know, of course, Pep is like, no, I had a vision for this photo shoot. This is what she's gonna do. This is where she's gonna stand, and you know, Pep tells her how to pose and stuff. He's talking about something, I don't like that. I'm not feeling that. I don't like that. I don't think that's good. You know. And Pep was like, well, I didn't ask you. So, I need you to go over there and sit down. You know, like, it was just real back and forth with them. And TT was there, and TT was just like, he is so, you know, so this whole him being controlling thing is coming up. And Egypt gonna say he just wants what's best for me. TT talking about some, yeah, that's what Tina said about Ike. Girl. Girl. But Pep now is starting to see what other people were kind of saying. Because before, remember, she was defending him. She done bought him a car so he could Uber and all this other stuff. Because he don't have no job, which I don't understand. You got 2 kids and you don't have no job. And you Ubering because somebody else bought you a car to Uber. I can't. And no disrespect to people who Uber. I know people make good money on Uber. That is not what I'm saying. I'm talking about, what were you doing before you met Egypt and Pep bought you a car to Uber? That's what I'm talking about. You was a professional Instagram photographer? That's what you was doing? And my question, with this episode and with the next episode, my question is, where the fuck is Tretch? Because I bet you if Tretch show up, I bet you it's a whole nother conversation. I bet you Sam singing a whole different tune. Let Tretch ass show up. That's who I need to see. I don't understand why Tretch ain't there. Why Tretch not there? Tretch come scare the hell out that little boy. Anyway, so that was pretty much where the episode ended. You see Pep talking to Egypt, having a conversation with him. No, that's not. I'm sorry, that's not true. There was another scene with Egypt and Kendall. She's doing a photo shoot for Vanessa. Vanessa is starting a skincare line, like a scrub line, you know, but it's like, you know, it's cutesy, different colors and like bubblegum flavors and that kind of thing. Like a younger, like for young kids, not young kids, but like young girls, you know, but it's like a scrub, facial scrub, exfoliating type products. And she asked Egypt to, you know, be the model for that. Egypt actually is a great model. She's really pretty, and I think that's what she needs to pursue, and not so much the music. No shade. I'm just saying that might be a better avenue for you. That's all I'm saying. Because you seem to be getting more jobs modeling than singing stuff. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, so her and Kendall are talking again, and she's telling Kendall about the photo shoot and how her family just doesn't trust her, and they think that Sam is just running all over her, and they don't really understand her and Sam's bond and her and Sam's relationship. And okay. So yeah, there's that. And then we see where Pep actually is talking to Egypt and telling Egypt she ain't really feeling it. She ain't like how that photo shoot situation went down, and that
And so of course, Egypt is defending him, talking about some. He does a lot for me. She was like what? I need you to tell me, what does he do? He gives me free studio time. She was like, he don't pay no rent. He should. But I'm just saying, and I mean, he does the song for me. She was like, Pep was like, he wrote the song, which means that even if you perform the song, he's getting writer's credit and he's going to be making the money. See, Pep understand the business. Pep know that for real, the writers, a lot of cases, the writers make more money than the artists off of the songs, depending on your situation. I mean, everybody's situation. But for a brand new artist just starting out, if you ain't writing your own music and other people are writing your music, they gonna make more money off of it than you do. I remember Keisha Cole one time talking about with her album. Keisha Cole writes all her stuff. She might co-write with some people, but she writes all her own music. So even when her album doesn't sell that well, she's still making money off of the writing of it. And there's that famous line Jay-Z song, Ghost Rider, I make more money on your songs than you do. Like, so Pep's trying to tell her some things like, yeah, he's doing these things for you, but look at what you're doing for him. So anyway, that argument went nowhere. So we're gonna pick up the final episode picks up with the argument starting off. So this is what I'm about to do. I'm gonna go ahead and do the finale so I could get them both out the way. But I'm gonna break them up so it's just so the video's not too long. So I'm about to y'all drop it in them comments, hit that subscribe. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Peace.